There is a trade where the top earners make $1,500 a day, where the most experienced specialists clear $300,000 a year, and almost nobody outside the offshore energy industry has ever heard of it. Today, I'm breaking down saturation diving, not just what it pays, but the actual career ladder and the specialty paths that get you there. Most videos about saturation diving give you one number and move on. $300,000 a year. Sounds amazing. Leaves out almost everything that matters. Here's what those videos don't tell you. Saturation diving is not a job you walk into. It is at the top of a career ladder, the ladder that takes years to climb. And once you reach the top, there are several different paths you can specialize in, each one paid differently, each one with a different risk profile. Today, I'm walking you through the real ladder: tender, diver saturation diver, supervisor, and the specialty branches within saturation diving that determines how much you actually earn. No inflated numbers, no skipped steps. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. What saturation diving actually is. Let's start with the basics, because most people have no real idea what this job involves. Saturation diver is a method of commercial diving used for deep, long duration underwater work. Instead of diving down, working, and coming back up, divers live inside a pressurized chamber on a support vessel. Their bodies stay saturated at depth pressures for days or weeks at a time. A diving bell lowers them to the work site. They do their shift. They return to the bell. They go back to the pressurized living chamber. No daily decompression. No daily ascent. That is what makes the extreme depths possible. Depths beyond 1,000 feet in some cases. And it is also what makes this one of the most physically and mentally demanding jobs in the entire trades world. Saturation divers are doing the highest value work in the commercial diving industry: subsea pipeline repair, offshore platform construction, salvage operations, inspection of aging infrastructure. That is why the pay at the top is what it is. Real quick, I want to tell you about something that's been working for me. My brother Shane runs a program called the Content Growth Engine. It's built around growing your YouTube channel and earning real income without it taking over your life. We're talking less than 4 hours a week. I'm a member myself. First month in, I had a $214 day. That turned into $445 days, then $519 days by month 5. And it just keeps building from there. It's legit. Links in the description and pinned below. It's worth a look. The career ladder, how you actually get there. Here's the part almost nobody talks about. Saturation diver is not an entry-level job. It is the 4th rung on a ladder. Rung 1, tender. Every commercial diver starts here. A tender works the surface, managing the umbilical line, handling the air supply, operating the compressor, monitoring depth and time for the diver below. You're not diving much yet. You are learning the operation from the surface. The stage typically lasts 1 to 2 years. Average pay for a tender is around $66,000 a year. Most tender positions fall between $47,000 and $77,000. Rung 2, air and mixed gas diver. After you've proven yourself as a tender, you move into the water. Shallower depths, air or mixed gas diving, inspection work, minor repairs, underwater cutting. You are logging hours, building a track record. Welding assignments come later, after you've shown reliability and precision underwater. Offshore air divers at this stage earn $60,000 to $120,000. Rung 3, saturation diver. This is the top of the working diver ladder. You are now living in a pressurized habitat, diving at extreme depths, doing the highest value, highest risk commercial diving work that exists. Entry-level saturation divers under 2 years of SAT experience earn $90,000 to $120,000. Senior saturation divers with 5 or more years of experience earn $150,000 to $200,000 or more. Rung 4, dive supervisor. The most experienced divers move into supervising the operation from the surface, managing the dive team, monitoring safety protocols, calculating decompression tables, making real-time operational decisions. The IMCA Diving Supervisor Certification is an international recognized standard for this role. It requires extensive offshore diving experience and formal sponsorship from your diving contractor. Supervisor pay is comparable to a slightly higher than working diver rates, with significant less physical wear on your body. Here's the honest timeline for this entire ladder. Commercial dive school runs 6 to 12 months. Tendering takes 1 to 2 years. Building towards regular saturation assignments takes several more years after that. The realistic total path for zero to working saturation diver is 3 to 5 years. This is not a fast entry trade. It is a long climb with real pay at every rung along the way. The specialty branches. What determines your actual income? Here's the part that most career advice videos completely skip. Once you reach saturation diver, your specific specialty determines your real income. Generic saturation diving pays well. The specialty pays significantly more. Branch 1, hyperbaric welder. This is the highest paying specialty in the entire field. Hyperbaric welding means welding inside a dry, pressurized habitat at depth, producing structural reliability welds on critical subsea infrastructures, pipeline pressure vessels, platform structures, the work where weld integrity is non-negotiable. This is also the most physically demanding and highest risk specialty. Saturation divers performing hyperbaric weldings at depths earn $150,000 to $300,000 or more annually. During peak demand seasons, day rates of $1,300 to $1,500 or more can push annual earnings past $200,000. The elite top earners, the most experienced hyperbaric welders working the most demanding offshore contracts, are the ones hitting the 300,000 plus headline numbers you see online. Branch 2, NDT, and inspection diver. This branch trades some of the physical risks of welding for a different kind of technical expertise. NDT divers use ultrasonic thickness measurements, magnet particle inspection, and visual inspection to assess the structural integrity of underwater assets. This requires additional certification, typically at ASNT Level 2 or Level 3 through the American Society of Non-Destructive Testing. Here is what makes this branch attractive. The pay premium is real and significant, but the physical demands and the risk profile are meaningfully lower than hyperbaric welding. A diver who is primarily an inspector earns a strong wage. A diver who combines inspection certification with welding and saturation experience becomes a multi-skilled asset, and that asset commands an even higher rate. Quick question, and be honest. Do you actually know which trade fits you, or are you just picking the one you've heard of? Horse Careers has an AI career counselor named Coura that'll actually figure that out for you. She walks you through your goals, your personality, your lifestyle, and matches you to the right fit from HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, or supply chain coordinator. Then you get the free intercourse to see if you're right before you go all in. No experience needed, no degree required. Students have been doing this and landing high-paying careers as little as 4 to 12 weeks. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments below. Know before you go. Branch 3, Diver Medic Technician. Every saturation diving team requires a designated medic. The Diver Medic Technician, DMT, certification qualifies a diver to serve in that role. This is a critical safety position on any saturation team. Decompression sickness, pressure-related injuries, general medical injuries, all happening in one of the most remote working environments on Earth. The DMT certification commands a pay premium on top of standard diving rates because the team depends on this person being qualified when something goes wrong. Branch 4, the ROV Pilot Technician Crossover. This is the specialty that is growing the fastest right now. Remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, have become standard on offshore diving operations. Divers who can also operate and manage underwater robotics alongside traditional diving work are increasingly valued by offshore operators. This is not a replacement for diving skills. It is a crossover skill that makes a diver more versatile and more valuable as ROV integration becomes the norm across the industry. Here's an honest summary on specialization. Stack 2 or 3 of these certifications, welding, NDT, DMT, and you can boost your base day rate by 20 to 40%, according to industry diving recruiters. The divers who reach the true top of the income ladder are not just saturation divers. They are saturation divers with multiple stack specialties. Why the demand is real right now. Here's the part that makes the timing for this career generally interesting. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics projects commercial diver employment to grow 5% from 2022 to 2032, faster than the average for all occupations. Two forces are driving that growth simultaneously: aging offshore infrastructure. Decades-old oil platforms and subsea pipelines need ongoing inspection, repairs, and eventually decommissioning. And offshore wind energy. The construction and maintenance of offshore wind farms is a generally new source of demand for commercial divers, one that did not exist at this scale a decade ago. Both of those demand sources are growing at the same time the experienced diving workforce is aging. That combination is exactly why the specialized multi-certified diver is positioned so well right now.
Quick break here. We'll check out which trade is good for you. You can access the free course in the link below.
The honest caveat. I want to be straight with you before we wrap up. The Bureau of Labor Statistics tracks all commercial divers under a single category. As of most recent data, the median wage for that entire category sits around $78,000 a year. That number includes tenders, inland divers, offshore air divers, saturation divers, every specialty combined into one average. The 150 to 300,000 plus numbers you hear about belong specifically to the most experienced saturation divers with stacked specialty certifications, not a commercial diver generally. This is a real career with real top-end income, but the headline number is the ceiling for the most accomplished people in the field, not the starting point, not even the average. Go in with that honest picture, and this one is one of the most interesting and financially rewarding paths in the entire trades world. Quick break here. If you're sitting here wondering which trade is actually right for you specifically, I built a free 5-minute tool that walks you through it. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Look, saturation diving is the highest paying trade most people have never heard of for a reason. It takes years to reach. It demands real physical and mental toughness, and the path runs through tender, diver saturation diver, and supervisor before you ever see the top end numbers. But for the right person willing to put in those years and stack the right certifications, this is one of the most extraordinary career ladders in the entire trades world. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Drop a comment. Had you heard of this career before today? I want to know. I read every single one. Catch you next video. Peace out.
If you need to learn a trade, go to Zach of all trades.